Hey guys, welcome back to Pokémon FireRed LeafGreen. Last time we arrived in Celadon City and explored the town a bit. We picked up Frank the Eevee in what's supposed to be a condominium, and also explored the department store. And at long last, we caught our main flyer of the team, Doduo. However, I should mention this is not the same Doduo we caught last time. After recording, I realized that our Doduo had a timid nature, which lowered his attack, which, considering Doduo is supposed to be a swift attacker, that is a very bad nature to have. So our new one has a lonely nature, which boosts her attack and lowers her defense. So she's going to be a bit of a glass cannon, and I also do feel bad for the other Doduo we caught, but it's not his fault, at least. He's a good Doduo, even though he's going to be benched. Anyway, let's use Fly and teach it to her. Doduo wants to learn the move Fly. However, Doduo already knows 4 moves. Should a move be deleted and replaced with Fly? Let's see, I'm going to get rid of a Growl. Doduo forgot Growl and machine set. Doduo learned Fly. When we go into our Pokemon menu in Select Fly, we can now go to any of these locations. Yeah, Pallet Viridian City, Pure City, Mountain Moon's Entrance, Cerulean City, the Rock Tunnel, Lavender Town, Celadon City, and Vermilion City. With fast travel enabled, we're gonna have a much easier time getting around, and that's very much a good thing. The reason being, I realize there's an item I want to get right about now. That would be the item finder. That would be the item that was promised to us by Professor Oak's aide on Route 11. However, we had to have 30 Pokemon in our Pokedex to get it. We are at 29 as of now. Due to that, I'm going to evolve Frank into Jolteon because out of all the evolutions, I think that's going to be the most useful one here, even though I don't really plan on using him that much in battle. Off screen, I went and bought a Thunderstone and a Leaf Stone for when Todd evolves, but let's give a stone to Frank. What? Frank is evolving! Congratulations, your Frank evolved into Jolteon. Now that we're done with that, I'll meet you guys by Route 11. Well, actually no, I won't meet you guys there. How about let's just fly over. I put Doduo in the storage. Right. Alright, now that that's taken care of, let's fly to Vermilion City. I should also mention, I have chosen a name for Doduo. However, I'm waiting for her to evolve into Dodrio to utilize it, because the name will fit much better then. Using our awesome sort of fast travel bike, I mean it's literally fast traveling, but it's not quite skipping there. With how fast it goes, it might as well be fast travel. And let's redeem our 30 Pokemon coupon, or whatever you want to call it. Hi, remember me when Professor Oak's aids? If your Pokedex is completed in 30 species, I'm supposed to give you a reward. He just made the item finder for you. You've caught or owned 30 kinds of Pokemon. Congratulations, here you go. You can receive the item finder from the aid. There are items on the ground that may be hidden from view. Use the item finder to detect any hidden items close to you. The machine is a bit limited, it can't pinpoint item locations. What it does is show the direction where the item is. Use it to get your bearings and search the suspect area by hand. We'll be showing off how this works in none other than the Celadon Game Corner. Alright, let's enter the Den of Debauchery, or whatever they're calling it these days. Now, here we have some slot machines. Games are scary, it's so easy to get hooked. Hey, you have better things to do, champ in the making. Sildon, Gym's leader's Erica. Man, you really fell down hard times, haven't you? She is a user of grass-type Pokemon and at one with nature. She might appear docile because of her flower arranging. She's not one to be taken lightly. These slot games, win or lose, it's only by luck. Kid, you want to play? Tim received 10 coins from the man. Keep this quiet. It's rumored that this place is run by Team Rocket. I think these machines have different odds. Now, Actually, I want to mention that before you can get the 10 coins from this man, you need to have the coin case from the man in the restaurant. So going there is required if you want to gather coins here. What's up, want some coins? You get 20 coins from the nice guy. Darn, need more coins for the Pokemon I want. Hey, what? You're throwing me off. Here's some coins to shoot. Tim received 20 coins from the man. The trick is to watch the reels closely. This in the corner is a Pokemon printer. It can put a print of your Pokemon on the back of your trainer card. Costs only 50 Pokédollars. Would you like to try it? Sure. Please use a print type. Black. Big smile for photo, please. 3, 2, 1. Flash. Pokemon print is ready on your trainer card. By flipping it over, we can see our Pokemon silhouettes in the back. You can spend 50 Pokédollars to get it if you want. I don't really see much of a point to it other than aesthetic purposes. Welcome! You can exchange your coins for fabulous prizes next door. Welcome to Rocket Game Corner. Do you need some game coins? Would you like to buy some? You can't buy any coins unless you spend money and unless you have the coin case. And it's very expensive, which is why I'd recommend talking to those NPCs. And now the reason why I'd recommend getting the item finder is because there actually are a few sets of coins hidden around here. There are 11 in total. The item finder is responding. There's an item buried somewhere around here. So it shows you the general direction you want to walk in if you want to find an item. However, sometimes it's in a diagonal direction, so it can be a little bit misleading. And there's also quite a lot of hidden items around. Yeah, it can be a little weird because sometimes it wants you have to turn at certain points, like here it holds to go down, then up, so we can go to the right. But now we found 10 coins. Over here, let's go to the left and just click on every tile. We just walked over it, didn't we? Or no, that's a turn point. Yeah, it's not the most accurate, but it is a very useful way to find new items. Tim found 20 coins. Let's keep at him. Tim found 10 coins. Here? Oh, it's probably on the other side. Okay, the next aisle. Are we basically just stealing coins if it's like right behind the old man? I feel a little guilty about that. Then again, if he has a gambling addiction, I guess that's for the best. That was another turning point. Okay, this is good. Or it wasn't. Never mind. This is still going to take a while, though. $10 coins right here. Hey, Mr. Team Rocket guy. Just don't mind me. Just gonna take these 10 coins. 10 more coins. 40 coins. Nope, there's no response. Is that all of them? That? Oh no. So there is more to find. Okay. There is a certain radius you have to be in order to find the coins, or I guess hidden items with the item finder. Okay, is it down? Okay, it's to the left. 100 coins right by the printer. That's the best load we've had so far. Okay, I think that's it. Gonna double check and sweep up everything. Okay, nope, that was not it. Still more. 10 coins. Alright, nothing down here. I believe that's all the coins we can find. If you use the item finder, you get a massive advantage when it comes to playing the slots, so you don't have to pay for coins, and you can just start already. In order to start, we can use our credit and insert 1 coin by pressing down. And what that does is it activates a row for a potential win. By pressing A, the slot starts spinning, and by pressing all 3, we want to try and line up. However, if we wager 2 coins, then any match made along rows 1 or 2 will be valid. I almost got the triple R for 2, or I guess Z. And then if we enter 3 coins, we activate what looks like a sigma, and that way diagonals become valid. So it's more of a gamble for a greater possible reward. Now, oh, there we go, we got 3 Magnemites, so that's 8 coins. Now, an interesting thing is that in LeafGreen, Magnemites are replaced with Voltorbs. If we get a single bundle of Pokeballs and the other 2 items in a row are a match, you get 2 Poke Coins for that. If you get 2 bundles of Pokeballs, then you get 6 coins, I believe. Now, the rest of the combos sort of differ a bit between Fire and LeafGreen, like I just mentioned. In Fire Red, if you match 3 Shelters, you get 8 coins. In LeafGreen, this is replaced with Starmie. Or Staryu, I should say. In Fire Red, you have Magnemite for 8 coins and Voltorb for 8 coins. And if you match 3 Psyducks in Fire Red and Slowpokes in LeafGreen, you get 15 coins. If you match 3 Pikachus, you get 15 coins. Oh, 777! That's the best result. That gives you 300 coins. You can also press the A button to speed up the payout count. If you get 3 Rs, it's 100 coins, and like you just saw, 777 is the best possible result. Now, one of the NPCs said that the odds sort of differ. I have done a lot of research into figuring out exactly how these machines work. And as far as I'm aware, there actually is no consensus or definitive answers as to exactly what the odds are. It is widely speculated that the different machines have different odds, but the only testaments I can find are just random comments on the internet, and I have no way of verifying any of them. If I had to wager a guess, pun intended, I believe that if there is a difference between any of the machines in the game corner, the difference is probably minimal. If there was a noticeable difference in odds between machines, I feel like that would be better documented and more verifiable. So I'm going to say that the machines, if there's any difference between their odds of getting a payout, it's negligible, and you get more or less the same odds in any old machine. Now, the game does something weird whenever you make a roll. Every time you start spinning, the game decides if it is possible or impossible for you to get a win. Got another 777 there. If the game has decided it's impossible for you to win, people have tested the game by slowing down their frames to literal frames per second. People have tested out what happens in an impossible to win scenario by slowing down their game to, frame by frame analysis. It's shown that even in an impossible state, if you match up 2 7s and press A with frame perfect timing for the last 7, the game will still make you lose. So, yeah, there are certain cases where you can't win. However, if it's possible for you to win, then, well, it's possible for you to win. If you're playing FireRed or LeafGreen on an emulator, you can use this fact to your advantage by using save states. Save whenever you begin to play the slots, and load it a few times and see if it's possible for you to win anything. If you're not winning anything, it's most likely that you're in an impossible to win state. However, if you make a minor win, that means it's possible for you to win. And if it's a possible win, then you can just keep reloading until you spin 777s, and if it's an impossible state, you can just move on to the next spin. However, that can be pretty time consuming, and, well, it's kind of tedious to just load and resave a lot. It's just, in my opinion, it's just a lot easier to sit back and just mindlessly mash buttons. Also, it's just a lot more fun to do that, if you ask me, even if it's, like, very impractical. It's said that there are rewards you can get next door for gambling here. There are certain Pokemon we can only get at the Rocket Game Corner, and there are different prices in FireRed and LeafGreen for both. There is one Pokemon in FireRed that costs 9,999 coins, and only 6,500 in LeafGreen. LeafGreen players, you lucked out if you want to catch them all, because holy hell, that's way easier to get than 9,999. As of now, I'm not going to go for the maximum amount of credits. Instead, I'm just going to go for 1,600, because there's an item I want to get. So we're going to be here for a while just playing the slots and hoping things turn out in our favor. If you have a bundle of Pokeballs in the first slot, you get 2 coins, and if you have 2 bundles of Pokeballs in a row, you get 6 coins. I do not believe there are any bundles of Pokeballs on the third roulette, so it's very position specific. 777, there we go! Alright, that brings us up to around late 1300s, 1400s, 1391? Alright, just one more 777, we have the total I want. Or alternatively, we can make a bunch of small wins and eventually get to 1600. But it's more fun if we win it all at once. There we go! With 1684 credits, let's head over to that small building we saw attached to the game corner and see what we can get as prizes. Gah ha ha ha! I rigged in today. If only every day were like this. I sure do fancy that Porygon, but it's hard to win at slots. We exchange your coins for prizes. Which prize would you like? Here we can get a Smoke Ball, which, if this is a held item that enables a holder to flee guaranteed in every battle. The Miracle Seed boosts Grass-type moves by 10%. The Charcoal boosts Fire-type moves by 10%. And Mystic Water boosts Water-type moves for 10%. The Yellow Flute will snap any Pokemon out of confusion, and this is the one I want to go for now. This is going to be massively helpful in the future, as it will, well, cure confusion and stop our Pokemon from hurting themselves. Here we can get some Pokemon, including some new ones. Scyther is here to restore the bug type's reputation. Scyther is a FireRed exclusive bug flying type, giving it quad immunities to grass and fighting, half immunity to bug, and complete immunity to ground. However, has a 2x weakness to fire, electric, ice, and flying, and a quad weakness to rock. Scyther is a great sweeper with high speed and attack, rivaling even those of Dodrio. Its ability, Swarm, boosts the power of bug-type moves by 50% when its HP falls below a third of its max. Outside of battle, if Scyther is leading the party, it also causes wild Pokemon to appear more frequently. Scyther mainly learns offensive moves, getting False Swipe level 16, a 40 PP, 40 power normal move that will leave the enemy with 1 HP, making it useful for catching Pokemon. It then gets Wing Attack at level 26 and Slash at level 31. At level 36, it learns Swords Dance, a 30 PP normal move that strongly boosts attack. At level 41, Scyther gets Double Team, which raises evasiveness, before finally getting Fury Cutter at level 46, a 20 PP, 95% accuracy Bug-type move that hits for 10 power damage at first, but doubles in power for each consecutive use, dealing 20, 40, 80, and finally 160 damage on the 5th turn in a row. The counter is reset if it misses or you use an item. If you keep on using it, the 160 damage stays consistent until interrupted. Scyther is a great Pokemon and stands out not only because it's the first bug type we've seen that's viable for the endgame, but also because it has great stats. Admittedly, it doesn't learn the best moves this generation, which can be a weakness, but I would at least recommend using it for a while to see how you like it, and if you'd want to bring it with you to the Elite Four. Pinsir is a LeafGreen exclusive pure bug-type Pokemon. It resists grass, fighting, and ground moves, but is weak to fire, flying, and rock. Pinsir is good physical attack and defense, but its other stats aren't very remarkable. Its ability is Hyper Cutter, which prevents its attack from being lowered. Though it has good stats, it has a major disadvantage. It learns a grand total of 0 bug-type moves. There already are almost no bug-type moves, and it couldn't even give it 1. It can't even learn any bug-type TMs. By leveling up, it only gets normal and fighting moves, which at least work somewhat well with its attack. Regarding its learn moves, it will come with Vice Grip, a 30 PP, 50 power normal move. It gets Bind at level 7, Seismic Toss at level 13, Harden at level 19, Revenge at level 25, Brick Break at level 31, Submission at level 43, and Swords Dance at level 49. In terms of unique moves, it learns Guillotine at level 37, but is another 30% accuracy one-hit KO move like Fissure, so it's next to useless. Pinsir is another example of a Pokemon with decent stats hindered by a lackluster move pool. It's not as good as Scyther, and there are overall better attackers out there. Porygon is a normal-type Pokemon with some of the most interesting lore in the series around it. It is described in the Pokédex as an artificial Pokemon, being created by scientists as a digital being or a computer being that can enter cyberspace. Its ability is Trace, which copies an enemy's ability upon entering battle. Porygon always comes with the move Conversion, a move exclusive to it. Conversion changes Porygon's type to the type of one of its moves randomly. The only type it cannot turn into is a question mark type for obvious reasons. It also has the aptly named Conversion 2, which changes its type to one that resists the type of the last damaging move the opponent used. For instance, if the opponent used Quick Attack, a normal move, Porygon could change to a Fighting type with half resistance, or a Ghost type with immunity. It also learns Tackle, Agility, Psybeam, and Recover up until level 20. At level 24, it learns Sharpen, which raises its attack. At level 32, it gets Lock On, a 5 PP 100% accuracy normal move that, when used, makes the next move a guaranteed hit. Porygon also learns Tri-Attack at level 36, Recycle at level 44, and Zap Cannon at level 48, a 5 PP 100 power electric move that paralyzes the target if it hits, but only has 50% accuracy. With Lock On, it's not so bad, but it's not a great moveset for Porygon. Actually, there isn't really a good moveset for Porygon to begin with. Despite how interesting it is and the special moves it can learn, Porygon has mediocre stats all around and is horribly slow. Too slow for it to use any of the moves that could possibly come to its aid. Porygon got an evolution in Gen 2 that salvaged it, but it sadly is a trait evolution, meaning Porygon is stuck in its most basic form in these games. Dratini is our first Dragon-type Pokemon. The Dragon-type is bar none my favorite type. Why? Because they're dragons. What more of a reason could you need? But in all seriousness, dragon types are incredibly rare and are renowned for having godlike stats across the board, ranking along the strongest Pokemon of each and every generation. They are a force to be reckoned with. Dragon moves are strong against other dragon types and are ineffective against steel. Dragon resists fire, water, grass, and electric, the main elements most players use. However, their weakness, in addition to other dragons, is ice. So they aren't invincible. Ice is pretty much their Achilles heel. With all that about the dragon type out of the way, let's move on to our first example. Dratini is a Pokemon that is very difficult to raise, due to it learning moves sparsely and evolving much later than other Pokemon typically do. It comes with a Leer and a Wrap, gets Thunder Wave at level 8, and its fourth move at level 15 when it gets Twister, a 20 PP, 40 power dragon type move that has a 30% chance of causing an enemy to flinch if they haven't moved yet. Level 22 it gets Dragon Rage, a 10 PP move of a type that you'll never guess that always inflicts 40 points of damage before learning Slam at level 29. Level 31, Dratini evolves into Dragonair, and everything I said about Dratini being difficult to raise is doubly true for it now. It will not evolve until level 55, the latest level-based evolution thus far, and it only learns 2 moves until then, those 2 being Agility and Safeguard. This is a general trend for dragon types. They are almost guaranteed to be phenomenal Pokemon, but it often takes tremendous effort to train them, and sometimes they can be downright impractical because of it. If you take the time to train it, Dragonair will finally evolve into Dragonite at level 55. Dragonite learns Wing Attack at level 55 and then Outrage at level 61, a 15 PP 90 power dragon type move that causes the user to attack for 2 to 3 turns before becoming confused. The user cannot be switched out during those turns, and if sleep, freezing, or flinch is inflicted, the attacker will stop attacking for the turns they are affected for before continuing Outrage. Its last attack is Hyper Beam, which it gets at level 75. Dragonite has the highest physical attack in Gen 1 and otherwise has great stats across the board, with the exception of speed where it lags behind. Dragonite is what is referred to in the Pokemon community as a pseudo-legendary Pokemon. There's no absolute rock-solid definition of what a pseudo-legendary Pokemon is since it's not an official in-game term, but typically a pseudo-legendary Pokemon is one whose base stats add up to 600 in their final form, has 3 evolutionary stages, and needs 1,250,000 EXP to reach level 100. However, the last one regarding the EXP is not often used as a standard anymore, but the first 2 still are. As of 2023, there are only 10 Pokemon that are universally agreed to be pseudo-legendary. Dragonite was the first of them. I want to mention this to emphasize just how important Dragonite is to the Pokemon series as a whole, and just how powerful it is. And to emphasize just how badly they screwed it over in FireRed LeafGreen. I described Pokemon like Zubat and Kabutops along the lines of, they could theoretically become good Pokemon if they were given better move pools in later games, but Dragonite straight up is a fantastic Pokemon that was completely defanged. So far, nothing I've said sounds like it dooms Dragonite, but remember, in this generation, each type was exclusively physical or special. Even though Dragonite has great physical attack, it doesn't learn that many good physical moves. Most of its attacks would later be reclassified as physical, but in FireRed LeafGreen, it has the same problem that Flareon does. That's on top of the huge amount of effort it takes to raise it, which in other games would almost absolutely be worth it, but due to the physical special split, Dragonite becomes a sunk cost. It pains me to say it, but I can't recommend it. But only in these games. In any other game after FireRed LeafGreen, I would almost always recommend Dragonite. We can get an Abra for 180 coins or 120 coins in LeafGreen, Clefairy for 500 coins or 750 coins in LeafGreen, Dratini for 2,800 coins in FireRed or 4,600 in LeafGreen, Porygon, Scyther for 5,500 coins in FireRed or Pinsir for 2,500 in LeafGreen, and Porygon, the one for 9,999 in FireRed and only 6,500 in LeafGreen. I'm not going to go for any of these right now. I could recommend a Scyther or Pinsir, Porygon if you just want to complete the Pokedex. I actively would avoid getting Dratini. There's going to be a better chance to catch that later on. We exchange for your coins for prizes. TM13 is Ice Beam, that's Ice type, 95 power, 100% accuracy, 10 PP, with a 10% chance of freezing your opponent. TM23 is Iron Tail, that's a Steel move, with 100 power, 75% accuracy, and 15 PP, with a 13% chance of lowering defense. I know this is another filibuster, but we'll get through it soon. TM24 Thunderbolt, the one that... never mind. TM24 Thunderbolt, Electric, 95 power, 100% accuracy, 15 PP, 10% chance of paralyzing the target. TM30 Shadow Ball, Ghost type, 80 power, 100% accuracy, 15 PP, 20% chance of lowering special defense. And TM35 Flamethrower, Fire type, 95 power, 100% accuracy, 15 PP, 10% chance of inflicting burn. I'm realizing in my notes I wrote this down as TM45 Flamethrower instead, and I'm worried I may have gotten things mixed up and TM35 might not even be Flamethrower. If I was wrong, I'll flash a thing on screen to correct myself. With that all said and done though, let's switch Doduo out in front and talk to this very conspicuous Team Rocket member. I'm going this poster, go away or else! Team Rocket Grunt would like to battle. He sends out Eradicate. It's Dodo's first battle. Let's try Beck. Ooh, Scary Face, that lowers speed. Harshly Fell. Let's show a Fly in battle. Oh, Tail Whip. If it knows Hyper Fang, that could be bad, especially with Dodo's weak defense. That's what the Fly move does. One turn you go up, and the second turn your move hits. So it's very useful if your opponent is about to deliver a devastating attack. Eradicate fated, Dodo gains 496 experience points. Now they're gonna... they're sending out Zubat. I think we'll just continue with the same. I think we'll continue with the same strategy. Oh, Supersonic! Dodo became confused. That would have been a good time to show off the yellow flute, but I guess I'll have to wait for some other day. Player defeat Team Rocket Grunt. Dang! The Team Rocket hideout might be discovered. I better tell boss. We heard that there wasn't a secret switch behind this poster. Hey! A switch behind the poster? Let's push it! Team Rocket hideout. Next time on Pokémon FireRed LeafGreen, we explore Team Rocket's hidden base. See you guys next time.